Other industries which we've seen that have faced challenges in the last few years are like F&B, food and beverage. There's a lot of competition in F&B. There's a lot of new concepts coming up. Post-COVID, one of the things that happened is supplier costs went up, and a lot of the F&B outlets uh, they went through a margin crunch, what we call a margin crunch. Basically, their margins have been reduced due to higher costs, but also much higher competition. Another part of that industry that has changed post-COVID is there was a switch in users or client preferences. A lot of clients in the F&B industry now and consumers, they've moved towards more online purchasing like talabat and things like that, and avenues like that. And the problem with that is that these companies tend to take a high margin from the individual retailers or individual F&B outlets, and this leads to a much more lower margins. So even though what we've observed, for example, is that the top line or revenues are higher, but but their bottom lines have gone down, their margins have decreased in the last few years. So these are a few industries which I think I would not say avoided, but that needs to be, these are concerns about these industries. From an F&B perspective, we're looking at different aspects, of course. The risk profile is different for F&B. Really, what they're looking at, most buyers are looking at, is traction. How much traction is there? Has the traction slowed down, or is it continuing to go up? They want to look at quarter by quarter traction. Is it upward or downward? And they want to look at a bit of, a bit longer than a 3-year period, so that they can see if this specific concept, is it sticking with consumers, or was it a fad that went through, and that is no longer relevant anymore.